and I live in Ireland. And just actually to observe all the protocols in terms of all the ambassadors who are speaking today, the IDO, whom I know most of them actually from Ireland, and the great work that they do and bringing people together. So it's actually needed to celebrate all of you on this Africa Day. It's also Madaraka Day in Kenya. I'm Kenyan by nationality, although I've been in Ireland for the last 27 years. And our ambassador spoke earlier. But it's really a great day for us as Kenyans because it's the day we got actually that self-reliance, that we were able actually almost to gain the full independence. And so today is a great day for Kenyans and we are celebrating it. Just to say that, as a diaspora woman who have lived in Ireland for so long and as a strong believer of the role of diaspora and the role that they are playing in the African continent itself, we really want to request our continent to embrace us, as people who are contributing heavily with the maintenances, but also contributing with our skills, our knowledge, and everything that we have that we bring back to our continent. Our ambassador from Kenya mentioned, on the if we all contribute, I think it's our ambassador from Kenya who spoke about if we all contribute 100 or even 10 euro to actually be able to transform things in Africa in a meaningful way. And I was in a meeting this week where we spoke about the diaspora philanthropy, to Africa, because we have other continents like the Asian continent who actually organize themselves very well. And so I think the diasporas, wherever they are from Africa, whether in Europe or around the world, we will be thinking about how we can actually progress to support Africa in a very meaningful way. And not only our own country, like where I come from Kenya, I'm also actually supporting projects and quite often visiting other African countries. I worked in Uganda for a long time, and I'm also linked with the Democratic Republic of Congo, and I'm hoping to go to Nigeria and other countries. So we should not just limit ourselves to our own countries. If we have anything to share, we should actually feel free to move around the continent. And that goes back to one of the ambassadors who mentioned how it's also very difficult for Africans to move within their own continent. You need to change money, currencies are different. You need visas for some countries. I think our African leaders need to look into that in progressing and moving forward. Within the 2030 agenda, we're also talking about not leaving anyone behind. And I link it with the 2063 agenda and aspirational number 6, where we say very clearly that we have to ensure the development of the African people is driven, with the potential of the African people, including women themselves, because women and the youth are playing a huge role. We all know by 2050, we'll be the continent with the highest population of the youth or young people. And as we talk, 77% of the population is actually below the age of 35. So we have a huge number of young people living with the African continent, and leaders, the continent need to invest on the young people, coming up with innovative ideas and innovative ways of how we can actually come out of poverty and come out of the dependency of the colonizer, and the charity model. We have to leave it behind, because I work with an organization called Wezesha, which actually look into this model of how do we talk of enabling and empowerment within African continent itself, because it's a rich continent that just need people to work in a united form and to work well, to be able actually to, transform African fully. We are the one actually who are holding Africa. Africa in itself is reliant. It would not even need any other people from outside to come and help us. We can help ourselves, but by working smartly and actually being able to unite. So in terms of really like talking from this day and this Liberation Week, African Liberation Week, it's needed to ask the African continent to embrace the diaspora, to really also look at us with the people who need dual citizenship. I thank Kenya because we have dual citizenship, as people living in Ireland, but also people living in, who would like to also call ourselves Kenyans and put braids on and do our food and music. So we really need our own countries to be able to give us that dual citizenship. I know there are many countries that don't have that, including countries like Democratic Republic of Congo, and I don't know about others. So we really need huge support from our own continent. We can't be called that we are the sixth continent or element like that when we are not being embraced. And yet we are sending a lot of money. We are actually doing horticultural farming even from Europe. Most of us, are investing back home. But we also need trust and security. Let me not talk so much because I'll take much time, but I can talk another time just to say that we need to be embraced. We need to be acknowledged and acknowledged in a meaningful way. We have the potential to transform Africa in a meaningful way. And our youth are the answer to all what you're talking about. Thank you.